Tugs, tugs, it's like a big old hug.
We're back.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah, what the fuck are we doing now? I honestly have no idea what we're doing.
Ah!
Okay. Avoid those. Note taken. This is Dirk playing, by the way. And by Dirk, I mean Mike.
Gorons can walk in lava.
Can they walk or they have to, like, roll? Answer
pretty
my
sure
question.
Answer it now.
No, you're just straight up immortal in lava. Doesn't matter what you're doing.
Gorons just get better and better, man.
Guys.
Dude, those things are crazy.
Right? I'm just in hell. Oh, it's just a stupid fairy.
Hey, don't talk about them like that. They're people, too.
God
Skull
damn,
guys,
I am in the
I know, these
seventh
things are
circle of
crazy.
hell.
This is like the last level of Dark Souls.
Remember Dark Souls when you did like a thing and it was like cool because it was Dark Souls?
You can punch holes in the wall?
No.
No, he just left like a burn mark.
Yeah, just a little like
Yeah.
creator thing.
By burn mark, I meant crater.
Oh my god, what am I supposed to do?
Figure it out, Michael.
Oh, I have a
Figure
key.
it out.
You have a key.
You have a key.
You've got a little piece of my key, baby.
You got the key. You got the power.
Dude, I love that fucking song. That's like, dude, they played it on the regular show, man. Regular show.
Is that where I've heard it?
Probably. It's the one where they have the keyboard and they're like playing songs, making people do stuff, like mind control. It's
Oh,
really
that
early
was like,
episode.
yeah, okay.
Really
Didn't they
early
call the keyboard like the power?
The power, yeah. And like at the very end, like montage, they play that song.
I know what to do. I'm a fucking
Did you even
idiot.
go in that door?
That's just like a shortcut back to the beginning.
You got that
Alright.
I know what I'm doing now.
now.
We're back on track, guys.
Yeah.
I do.
Bunch of baby ducks, send them to the moon. Alright, I'm done talking about regular shit now.
Yeah. Regular. I think you're the only one that keeps up with it still.
I record it every week, man.
That's dedication. No breathing. Don't give a fuck.
I
If
gotta
you
be honest
catch
with
a
you,
rerun.
I loved Adventure Time when it first came out. Still think it's a really great show, but I definitely turned into more of a regular show fan. You gotta break open those boxes.
I really like Gumball.
I need like 5
Gumball's good,
of
and
those.
like the newer ones, like Gumball and Clarence, I haven't really been watching.
They're pretty great.
From what whenever I come over, we watch them, and
Oh,
they're
Gumball
really
and
good.
Clarence are the
Yeah, they're
top
awesome,
hits of Cartoon Network right now.
I'm out.
If I were to
Yeah.
ask you, would you be able to answer the question?
Yeah.
What's your favorite Cartoon Network show of all time?
Cartoon Network.
Yes, anything that's ever been on Cartoon Network.
Okay, I'm not gonna say final answer yet, but my immediate reaction
Your gut reaction?
goes to Flapjack.
Okay, see, I'm talking about Toonami and stuff too.
Oh god, that's like
Yeah.
tough as fuck.
Alright, so we'll do everything except for anime.
Okay.
And Adult Swim. Like, no Toonami, no
Well, see,
Adult
the
Swim.
thing is, like, I love. Dude, what the fuck am I doing in this episode? I'm not doing shit. Okay, someone else answer. I need to
Pat.
figure out what I'm doing.
Okay.
No Toonami, no Adult Swim. Favorite Cartoon Network show. In the comments, feel free to contribute.
You don't even know yet. That's like so much.
I'm so stupid. Okay. I can answer. I think I know what to do now. Yeah, okay, so, what sucks is that, like, I'm not gonna name a fucking, like,
Something that-
childhood show
Yeah.
that, like, means something to me in a different way than, like, what I think, like, as an adult now, what I would want to watch. Like,
Right.
I feel like Flapjack is the epitome of what I enjoy now.
Flapjack is great, man. Like, you could easily make an argument for that to be number one in any discussion. You know what I mean?
I love that show.
That was an awesome show. See, I would go the opposite, and I would go old school. And I would
Scoliosis.
honestly have to say Cow and Chicken.
Cow and chicken.
Really?
Yeah.
That's your top
Cow and
show?
Chicken, I remember I've never been more excited to, like, see an episode of anything come on Cartoon Network than Cow and Chicken.
They did that on April Fool's last time.
Yeah, a couple years ago I saw. I don't know if they did
Yeah.
it recently or not, but
Oh, yeah, I don't know if it's
I saw it a couple years ago. They had, like, their normal listings. Cartoon Network did, like, on, like, Comcast or whatever. And all day, instead of playing what they had listed, they just played Cow and Chicken.
Yeah.
And it was the greatest day of all time.
I can tell you what my favorite cartoon show of all time is.
Okay?
Ren and Stimpy.
That's a good one. That's a Nickelodeon show.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only thing that's crazy to me. But I fucking love
I haven't
that
watched
show.
it. Like, I watched it, I don't know, probably about a year ago. It's probably most recent. But I still think it's great. I just wish I had really, like, gotten into it. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what's funny is that, like, I never saw it as a kid. Like, when it was
Really?
actually current, I didn't ever watch it.
Me and my buddy Neil always watched it.
The first time I ever saw Ren and Stimpy was when I was, like, 19.
Well, that's a lie. Really? Wow.
Yeah, dude, I just recently got into it.
Me and my buddy Neil, he had an older brother, and he always used to watch it. So obviously we would go and hang out with like my buddy's older brother because we thought he was awesome.
Yeah.
And we would watch it, and I always thought it was like really interesting, but just haven't gotten into it at this point in my life. I wish I
Make
did
you
have them.
feel weird as a kid.
It should have.
Yeah, it's
like
very
whenever
very
I did-
weird. It's,
I also don't think I was allowed to watch it maybe that much.
I wouldn't
That's
doubt
the reason
that
I didn't watch it as a kid. I feel like it was
you
like,
weren't allowed to.
yeah, I kind of remember being like, oh, Ren and Stimpy, that's like that fucking like raunchy show or some
Yeah,
shit.
they were they were pretty raunchy.
Yeah, that show is fucking crazy, man. It is so awesome. I remember when we were doing shrooms for the like second time, and I was like,
You gotta
yo,
stay on
yeah,
that as a Goron, by the way.
yeah, I know.
Okay.
We were like, or I was like, dude, I have like the perfect show to watch. Like when you're tripping, like let's watch like an episode of Ren and Stimpy. And there's this episode of Ren and Stimpy called fucking
Hermit Red.
yeah, Hermit Ren. And it's literally like basically Ren becomes a hermit. He goes to live in a cave, and he like when he goes there, he just starts like to hallucinate and shit. And like he's like basically having a bad trip. And like we're watching this while we're like kind of just starting to feel the effects, and we're like, fuck. Like we started to just freak out.
You were like, let's not watch this anymore.
Yeah.
We all went outside. It was way too intense.
I wasn't in this story, by the way, guys.
No.
No.
I don't think I ever streamed
It
with you.
was me.
Nope.
And
The only time I ever did it was before we were even like hanging out for real.
True. I probably will never stream again.
That's totally fine. I've got, be honest with you, I haven't done it in probably about 8 years, and I'm fine.
Yeah, that shit was like too.
The one thing that sucked is it really made my stomach hurt. I
I
threw up a lot.
really
Yeah.
the first time, no, the second time I took them, I actually like kind of felt a throw up sensation. So I like went to the toilet and tried to like force throw up, and it just never came out.
Huh. I remember when I was a kid, like, I used to be, like, throwing up was, like, my #1 fear in life. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
hated
no,
it.
yeah, dude. When you're a kid, like
It
throw up
was
is so
terrifying,
scary.
dude.
Like,
It's
yeah,
terrifying.
it really is. Like
And
you want to
like,
avoid it.
I was so, like, scared of it that, like, anytime I ever saw or heard throw up, like, on television or anything, I would literally, like, cover my ears and, like, close my eyes.
Yeah.
Because I was afraid it was going to make me throw up.
In my old school back in St. Martin's Catholic school, there used to be in 2nd grade. There was this kid that was notoriously known for throwing up all the time. And
That's Jimmy. You can bet he's gonna blow.
Don't stand too close.
He like sat near me, and I just remember the whole year going, "Oh man, he's gonna throw up."
Like
He's gonna
every
make
day?
he was gonna make me throw up, and it's gonna be really gross. He did throw up.
He did
Yeah,
eventually.
he did. I was pissed.
Oh, it's
That's
so
hilarious.
funny because like, dude, what the hell, you dumbass?
Did you guys ever, like, throw up in school?
Yes.
I don't think so. I don't think I ever did it in school.
I
How-
remember
how
in
old were
6th
you?
grade.
6th grade, okay. Well, that's not a good year.
It was. I know. I was
yeah,
a
holy
new kid.
shit.
And well, yeah, I was in lunch, and people at my lunch table were just like taking like all the like ketchup and every other side dish and mixing it together and chocolate milk and
Chocolate milk in
I
it.
get really grossed out by like shit like
Like
that.
visual stuff?
Yeah. So like I was drinking chocolate milk.
Oh,
And,
man.
I just saw it and it just
And-
started coming up and I just ran to the
That's so
trash can
funny.
and just threw up all
Like
my
that,
chocolate
like
milk.
just looking at it made you gag so much.
Yeah.
I've never had anything like that. The only thing,
No.
like, I'll like dry heave at like, Karen's a medical student, so she looks at like pictures of like open wounds. Like, she showed me a picture of this top of this guy's hand, and it's complete. There's no skin on it, and he's moving his hand, and you can see all the tendons pulling and everything.
It's disgusting.
And like I literally had to turn away, and I like dry heaved. That's the only thing that really makes me get like that. But I remember one time in first grade, I'll never let my mom live this down. I woke up in the morning, I was like, wow, my stomach like really hurts. But I was such a fucking liar when I was a kid. And she was like, this kid just doesn't want to go to school.
Yeah.
But one thing, if I was faking sick or whatever, she always knew if I was really sick, if I ate my fucking cereal. I ate the shit out of cereal my entire life. So she was just like, all right, well, here, eat your breakfast. She gave me Cocoa Puffs. I remember I literally ate like 3 Cocoa Puffs out of the whole bowl. And I went upstairs, like I gave her the bowl, I was like, I don't want to eat anymore. And I could see it in her face. She was like, oh, okay. Maybe he's catching on. Maybe he knows that, like, you know.
Yeah.
And she was like, all right, go upstairs and try to poop or something. I was like, all right.
Go make poopy.
Yeah, I was like, all right, you're the mom. So I went on the toilet. I'm sitting there and I'm just like, I don't know what this is supposed to do. My stomach hurts. I don't have to poop. So I was like, all right. She was like, okay, it's time to go to school or whatever. Like, we gotta leave. And I walked out. I was like, wow, I didn't poop. My stomach still hurts. And she was like, all right. Well, you know, she was like, well, we'll go to school. If you're not feeling good, you know, let me know.
Oh God.
We'll call.
No.
Like, we'll go to the nurse and the nurse will call me and we'll pick you up or whatever. I was like, okay. All day. You guys know me. I've always been kind of like this my entire life.
Like what?
Like talkative, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like outgoing, and like again,
I've always had a winning personality.
I've always had a winner, but
today
check out my
I
Tinder
was a
profile.
loser.
Yeah, since that day, I was definitely a loser.
a nobody.
But like my teacher knew that, Mrs. Scazuzzo.
That you were a loser?
No,
I'm just kidding.
no. But like, cause I usually I would raise my hand in class. You know, I was really into school and everything, and I was so quiet all day. And then eventually,
What grade is this?
First.
Oh, okay. This is a long time ago.
Yeah. This was back in St. Pete's. But like there was like playtime where like, you know, she would give us a break. We could go play with the toys in the back of the room, and I just sat there. I was my head down and everything. She walked up and she was like, "John, are you okay?" And I looked up at her, and I immediately ran to the trash can and just
God.
like, dude, I puked like my entire body weight. It was crazy.
Ugh.
And then I went to the nurse or whatever, and she didn't she was like, okay, you should probably eat something. What do you have in your lunchbox? Because this was like 11 o'clock in the morning, and the only thing I had was like, other than like a cheese sandwich, was like a little like lunch pack of sour cream and onion Pringles. And she was like, all right, well, try to eat one of those. And I ate one and puked everywhere. And my mom came in, well, my grandparents came and picked me up. My mom was at work. But later that day, I looked at my mom and I was like, I told you I was sick. Like, what the hell? Like,
what the fuck?
Yeah, like as a kid.
We could have avoided this.
In my kid head, I
Don't
was like,
believe me.
Yeah.
I was like, you asshole. Like,
Mom, I told you.
You shouldn't have been here today. And I remember, like, I was so upset because I was just super embarrassed.
Yeah.
Because all the kids, like, as soon as they see somebody throwing up, they like all pinned to like one corner of the room, like
dude,
with their backs to the wall.
That was gonna be my next story. I was gonna say someone fucking threw up in like class one time, and like just all on their desk and shit, and like all of us went into like the fucking like
one corner.
No, like that old school like get under your desk if you hear like a bomb coming. We all got under our desks. Like I remember me and fucking Mike were like we were like under our desks, and we were just like, no, I can't see it. I'm gonna fucking throw up if I see it. Like trying to avoid it. Yeah.
You're like, look at me in the eyes. Just look at me. Look at me.
Yeah. Like we can get through this.
Saving Private Ryan
shit.
shit.
It's so fucking funny, dude. Oh my god.
That's funny as hell. Yeah, that's what, like, puke is the one thing that will just make kids
Dude,
scatter.
yeah, puke is not cool when you're a kid.
Dude, but, oh man, I've got more puke stories for you. Not from me personally, but, like, Shane, my brother.
Mm-hmm.
There's one. I guess I could squeeze it into the episode.
Yeah, you're good.
We were at my babysitter's. I think we had, like, a day off from school or something, and my mom, you know, she's a single parent. So we went to my babysitter's house. Shane was really young. I was probably, like, 8 at the time. He was probably, like, 4. And I remember, like, that morning, same thing. He was just like, I don't really feel good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But my
I
mom's
don't
like,
really feel good.
Yeah, my mom's like, I gotta go to work, so you're going to the babysitter. Monica will take care of you. So we get there and everything, and we're playing, and Shane, I'm sitting on the floor, just like watching TV, talking to my friend Neil, and Shane is like standing behind me, like over top of my head. And in my head this morning, I was like, wait, he said he wasn't feeling good. I remember when I wasn't feeling good, and I remember what happened. and I like rolled out of the way. I remember Little Bear was on the fucking television.
Oh, shout outs.
Yeah, shout out to Little Bear, by the way. I remember because it's just so vivid in my head. I rolled over. It was like my Matrix moment of my life. I rolled over and like literally, it felt like a second later, Shane just pukes everywhere.
No way.
Yeah, and if I was gonna be
God
there, it
damn
literally would have just been all over my head.
Yeah.
And I remember we had to stay out of the room all day because it just smelled like puke.
Oh.
Oh, that's the worst.
It's
dude.
bad, dude. That's the one thing that gets me. I can hear it now. I can see it now. But if I smell it, I get like this pit in my stomach. You know what I mean?
I still like looking at it.
Yeah.
I
All right, next time.